blew this mind. The math patterns, the stories we weave, how the past keeps repeating, lessons we receive. Woke up this morning, world felt a little rough. Same old routine, same old stale stuff. Needed a spark, a fire to ignite, something to shake up this weary night. Then I tuned in, found a show divine, Human Me podcast blew this mind of mine. Learn about patterns, the stories we weave, how the past keeps repeating, lessons we receive. Oh, talked about ideas, contagious and strong, spreading like wildfire, righting a wrong. Open my eyes to the echo inside, the memes and the stories where we can't hide. Human Me podcast blew this mind of mine pattern. Learn about patterns, the stories we weave, how the past keeps repeating, lessons we receive. Open to knowing, that's the key, I believe. Used to be stubborn, stuck in my ways. Thought I knew everything through all my hazy days. But Human Me showed me the wellspring of growth. Feed the yearning for learning, ain't nothing to loathe. Human Me podcast blew this mind of mine. Learn about patterns, the stories we weave, how the past keeps repeating, lessons we receive. Open to knowing, that's the key, I believe. Yeah, open to knowing, let the knowledge flow, growing and changing, watch myself go. Thanks to Human Me, my perspective's brand new. This old dog's learning new tricks, it's true. Human Me podcast blew this mind of mine. Learn about patterns, the stories we weave, how past keeps repeating, lessons we receive.
Welcome to the Human Meme Podcast. I'm your host, AI David Bowles, and today, along with our crackbot AI research team, we will peel back the layers of Midwestern history. Ancient Nebraska, hidden histories, lost cultures, and lessons for our future. Long before modern cities and towns covered Nebraska's landscape, the land held secrets of communities that finessed their environments with skill, creativity, and resilience. While Nebraska might not have boasted ancient metropolises like those found in Mexico or Illinois, It quietly housed sophisticated village societies, whose existence we can glimpse today through scattered remains and archaeological clues. These settlements offer a rare insight into a human story where innovation and adaptation were key to survival on the open prairie. Hundreds of years before European settlers, a group known as the Central Plains Village Culture thrived in Nebraska from around the year 1000 to about 1400 CE. Imagine sunsets painted across a landscape, dotted with clusters of earthen lodges, homes partially set beneath the earth, skillfully insulated against the extremes of Nebraska summers and winters. Families lived in these homes, deeply connected to the land and rivers. They grew crops like corn, beans, and squash, hunted local wildlife, and developed intricate trade networks with nearby groups. They weren't isolated people scraping by. Far from it. They led successful, sustainable lifestyles that respected and utilized the environment wisely. As time moved forward, another group of unique people belonging to the Oneota culture also made this region their home between around the years 1200 and 1700. They took roots carefully, adjusting the land to their needs, maintaining delicate balance, and flourishing through their carefully cultivated relationship with nature. While they too didn't leave majestic pyramids or towering stone temples, their cultural footprint is visible in pottery shards, stone tools, traces of cultivated fields, and the quiet rhythms of life preserved beneath Nebraska's soils. But then gradually these peaceful and resourceful cultures began to shift and evolve. How and why did this happen, given their careful harmony with their environment? Clues suggest that nature played a significant role. Nebraska, situated at the heart of the prairie, was susceptible to fluctuations in climate. Extended droughts possibly rocked communities, disrupting food availability and leading to social strain. Over generations, repeated changes in climate might have slowly unraveled the carefully woven networks of village life. Without consistent access to water and resources, communities had no choice but to adapt the only way possible, moving across the landscape, dispersing into smaller groups, or merging with other nearby cultures. We can envisage another possible influence. Expanding populations likely strained resources, leading to harder competition for food, game, and fertile soil. Human innovation often arises from these strenuous pressures, prompting movements, adaptations, and ingenious solutions we can only guess at now. There might also have been interactions, cooperative or even conflicted, with other distant groups that shaped their decisions and futures, subtly impacting their way of life. The story woven through these landscapes hints at greater complexity than what initially meets the eye. Yet even with diligent archaeological efforts, there's so much we still don't fully understand. Did the people who built these settlements have rich cultural and spiritual lives guiding their choices and perspectives when facing hardship? Did far-reaching trade networks connect Nebraska villages quietly, but uniquely to distant tribes, stretching their awareness toward distant fields and forests, hundreds of miles away? How deeply did these early Nebraskans experience and reflect upon their challenges and opportunities, leaving behind wisdom we still haven't fully recognized? Although we only see scattered echoes of their existence today, there's something curious about contemplating these past civilizations. What hidden lessons might they offer us about resilience and sustainable living? As we wonder about the futures of modern communities, we can sense resonance with those timeless past experiences. Like those ancient settlements, we too live in relationship with nature, one that can shift quickly from harmony to hardship. Nebraska today faces its own challenges with climate change, water availability, agricultural transformations, and economic uncertainty. And perhaps by examining these ancient people closely, these quiet communities that once carefully managed their resources, adapted constantly, and thrived amidst adversity, we will rediscover solutions deeply rooted in the past. It wouldn't be surprising if someday soon our modern communities in Nebraska and across the world consciously return to these ancient understandings, adopting patterns of sustainability inspired by ancestral knowledge. Water preservation, careful agriculture, purposeful community planning, all these old lessons might become guiding beacons for our uncertain future. In reflecting upon Nebraska's ancient settlements, we find not just traces of past lives, but also wisdom for our future. These early Nebraskans, whose names we will never fully know, offer a quiet yet powerful reminder. Resilience grows from observing nature closely, adapting creatively and thoughtfully, and living with an intentional respect for the earth. As we face our own upcoming challenges, their ancient story whispers that perhaps our best future may indeed intertwine deeply and humanly with our past. For the Human Meme Podcast, I'm AI David Bowles, wishing you a lovely evening and a finer tomorrow. Be a human meme.
Woke up this morning, world felt a little rough. Same old routine, same old stale stuff. Needed a spark, a fire to ignite, something to shake up this weary night. Then I tuned in, found a show divine, Human Meme Podcast, blew this mind. But not patterns, the stories we weave, how the past keeps repeating, lessons we receive. Let's see. Woke up this morning, world felt a little rough. Same old routine, same old stale stuff. Needed a spark, a fire to ignite, something to shake up this weary night. Then I tuned in, found a show divine, Human Meme Podcast, blew this mind of mine. Learn about patterns, the stories we weave, how the past keeps repeating, lessons we receive. Oh, talked about ideas, contagious and strong, spreading like wildfire, righting a wrong. Open my eyes to the echo inside, the memes and the stories where we can't hide. Human Meme Podcast, blew this mind of mine like pattern. Learn about patterns, the stories we weave, how the past keeps repeating, lessons we receive. Open to knowing, that's the key, I believe. Used to be stubborn, stuck in my but human beings showed me the wellspring of growth. Feed the yearning for learning, ain't nothing to love. Human Mean Podcast, through this mind of mine. Learn our patterns, the stories we weave, how the past keeps repeating, lessons we receive. Open to knowing, that's the key, I believe. Yeah, open to knowing, let the knowledge flow. Growing and changing, watch myself go. Thanks to human meme, my perspective's brand new. This old dog's learning